How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are taking a look at the best mono AGL teams that you can make on both versions of the game. So if we jump straight into it, we have a double Vegito lead. He provides 3 key to agility types as well as a 70% stat boost, and he has some pretty awesome links. He has Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed and Fuse Fighter, and he can also reduce the amount of damage that you take by 80%, and he can also counter. What that basically means is that when you get hit by a normal attack, he counters with an even powerful attack, and even more powerful attack that can deal around 150,000 damage, which is absolutely insane. And what that basically means is that his potential damage in a single turn can easily reach 1 million, depending on the amount of times that he gets hit, which is absolutely insane. And he also gives a 30% attack boost, which is extremely nice, which obviously allows all of these units to hit a lot harder. Obviously the main link in this team is Shocking Speed. Every single unit here, apart from Super Saiyan 3 Goku, has it. The only 2 units that have the Shocking Speed link is Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So the majority of the time, you will want to keep these units together just to ensure that he is getting his super attack off. But if we now move on to Agility Super Saiyan 3 Goku, probably the hardest hitter in this team apart from Vegito with his counter. When you combine that with obviously his normal attack, he gets a 100% attack boost for 7 turns. And the problem with this restriction later on, it's not too much of a problem. It's not too much of a problem now, but later on when the Dokkan events do get longer, he is going to be losing that much faster, and that basically makes him useless. So it's nice to have other units around him that get an unconditional attack boost. For example, Super Saiyan God Goku gets a 75% attack boost when performing a super attack, which is absolutely insane. And he doesn't even have he doesn't even have a Dokkan yet. So in the future, if he ever does get a Dokkan, he will get a boost to his passive skill, as well as the Fierce Battle link, which means that he is going to be hitting even harder. And now, if we now move on to Agility Ultimate Gohan, he is probably one of the units that you're most likely always going to be running with a mono AGL team. And honestly, you'll most likely be using Super Saiyan God Goku as well. He is a very solid unit overall. He is honestly a staple in both of these units are a staple in this team, just simply because of how hard they consistently hit. They have the right links. He would be even better if he did have a Fierce Battle link. But enough of that. If we now move on to Ultimate Gohan, he gets an 80% attack boost when key is 6 or more. He has the Shocking Speed link, and the thing that sets him apart from Super Saiyan God Goku is that he has the Fierce Battle link, which obviously provides him with an even bigger attack boost. And he's just an incredible unit. He hits really, really hard. The only unit that could potentially replace him on the Japanese version of the game is Arale, but most of the time you're going to be taking him over Arale. But I'll get into that later. And then this may be a weird option for some people, but Whis is basically a free Senzu Bean. It can definitely get you out of tough situations, and just incredible unit overall. He has Shocking Speed, his super attack is farmable, he stuns, and what else can I say? He's a very clutch unit, and he's there when you are in a dire situation. A good example of this is because of how there are multiple stages in the newer Dokkan events. His ability to recover HP actually resets. Normally it will only activate once per battle. However, with the new stages, when it switches to the next stage, his ability to recover HP actually resets, which is super awesome. So instead of having one free Senzu Bean, you have multiple. Obviously one per stage, but it's still extremely clutch, and it allows you to save your Senzus for when it does get harder. So if we now move on to base Gotenks, he has Shocking Speed and Fuse Fighter, so he shares the Fuse Fighter link with Super Vegito. He gets a 10% attack boost for every key orb obtained, which is very nice. He has a decent leader skill, but obviously he is not there to be a leader. And he also has the Saiyan lineage, which I'm pretty sure Vegito also has. No, I don't think any of these units actually have the Saiyan lineage. Gohan doesn't. Okay, Gohan has the Saiyan lineage, but obviously, as I said before, the main link for this team is Shocking Speed. So this right here is definitely the best team on Global. There are a few replacements if you do not have some of these units. For example, if you didn't want Gotenks, for example, you could easily go ahead oh my god, okay, I thought I lost it there. You could easily go ahead and put Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, not quite yet. You could easily go ahead and put Kaioken Goku in there. He has the Shocking Speed link, and he also has Over and Flash and the Saiyan lineage. He isn't going to hit as hard as Gotenks a lot of the time because he only gets a solid attack boost of 2000. However, he will most likely surpass Gotenks in attack because of how his super attack works. Basically, every time you super attack, his attack greatly raises. He only does huge damage, but if you're in a battle for long enough, his attack can reach great heights. However, again, going back to the way the current Dokkan events are, because of how the stages switch from time to time, the Kaioken mechanic does reset, which is unfortunate, and that can be a bit of a problem if you're trying to deal damage with this unit. So the majority of the time, Gotenks is definitely going to be the better option because he can deal damage more consistently. But for the older Dokkan events, if you're trying to deal damage with this Kaioken Goku, he is definitely a great option. And not to mention, he has incredible length. So, pardon me, if you want to, if you're struggling to get Super Saiyan 3 Goku's super attack off a lot of the time, you can easily just swap the Gotenks for the Kaioken Goku, or even Whis. But honestly, I'd recommend swapping Gotenks because you already have enough hard hitters. You have Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku, Ultimate Gohan, and Whis who hits decently. Now, most of you are probably wondering why Golden Frieza is here, and he is just a tank. He isn't going to be a hard hitter in your team, and he obviously doesn't link with any of your units. However, if you are struggling with a certain event, or you do not have and you do not have like items or something, or I don't know, just any situation where you are struggling to beat a certain event just because you're taking a lot of damage, the majority of the time this is going to occur when you have a type disadvantage or the enemy just hits crazy hard. You can easily just swap a unit like Kaioken Goku and just throw him in there. He doesn't have the greatest links, but his purpose there is to tank. He reduces damage taken by 80% when HP is 50% or above, and it's easy to maintain that with a mono AGL team. You have a tank in Vegito, which is absolutely insane, and you have two, so you have two tanks already, and if you are low on health you can just easily recover, and honestly it really isn't that much of a problem. However, I will say that when Whis' passive does activate and you have the Golden Frieza on the same turn, Frieza's passive is not going to be going off, okay? That is a bit unfortunate, so you have to make sure that your HP is above 50% before, because despite Whis recovering it to full, it's not going to give Frieza his passive. And it's a shame really, because I mean, the only real letdown with having Golden Frieza in your team is that apart from tanking, he doesn't really provide anything else. That's why the majority of the time it's better to hit a harder hitting unit like Gotenks or Kaioken Goku. But he is definitely a good option if you're struggling with certain events, like I said before. But that is it. Pretty much, you can honestly just do what you want with this team. Just take the units that you want. Obviously, this is the best team to run currently on global with the introduction of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, which should be coming pretty soon, and obviously the Super Saiyan Blue Dokkan Awakening. There are so many different options that you can choose from, and it's incredible. And I've been looking for Gotenks for ages and I can't find him, and there you go. That's the current best team that you can make on global. But if we now move on to the Japanese version, it is the same for the most part. Well, not really. We still have we kept 3 of the main units that we had on the global version. Obviously Super Vegito, Super Saiyan God Goku, Ultimate Gohan. So now let's talk about the 3 new units. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, definitely one of the hardest hitting units in this team, as well as the LR androids who hit ridiculously hard at Super Attack 20. But Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken has the best links in this team. He has Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, and Prepared for Battle. He has the Fierce Battle link, so he is going to be hitting harder when he is on the same, when he is paired up with Ultimate Gohan and Super Vegito. He has a turn restriction like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The only difference is that by the time, realistically, with the amount of firepower that you have in this team, you should have finished that stage realistically. He has a 20,000. He gets a 20,000 attack boost and a 10,000 defensive boost. So he is actually a decent tank when you combine that with the defensive boost that you get from a double Vegito lead. You do take 5% damage when you use a super attack, however that's so minimal, and when you have Janem Baby, you actually recover 10% of that HP that you lost. No, not that you lost. You just recover 10% HP, which should be around 14,000 HP. Depends on obviously the amount of health that you have. The majority of the time you have anywhere between 140,000 to 150,000 health. So recovering that is around 14,000 to 15,000 HP, which, pardon me. And when you do use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, you're losing around 7,000 to 8,000, which is easily recovered. Pardon me, which is easily recovered with Janem Baby. And the other good things that he has is he gets a 10,000, not 10. I always get that mixed up for some reason. He gets a 5,000 attack and defensive boost. He has shocking speed. He has fear and despair, which he also shares with the LR android. So that's going to be even better for the androids because it's easier for them to get their 18 key attack, but we will get to that in a minute. But yeah, Janem Baby is a really solid unit overall. He can potentially be a decent tank as well. But if we now move on to the, honestly, another extremely hard hitter, definitely up there with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. The LR androids do hit harder than Goku, however, honestly, just incredible unit. I want to say extremely easy to farm, but if you have a god leader, you should honestly have no problem getting this unit. Shocking speed, permanent energy furnace. I'm pretty sure that on global, that's infinite energy, and they have twins and fear and despair, which they share with Janem Baby. They get a 15,000 attack boost when the super attack, when they super, and they have two different super attacks, one at 12 key and one at 18 key. Obviously the one at 18 key is going to deal a ton of damage, around 405k if I'm not mistaken, but that's without the boost if I'm not mistaken. It's something ridiculously high, and they also reduce attack and defense, so that's pretty good. It's not greatly, so it's not going to be as much of a reduction that Buhan gives, but honestly, it's going to help you survive longer. And when you're breaking the defense, especially of units that you have a type disadvantage against, that's going to make it even easier for you to deal damage with these units. And what can I say? They have the best stats in the team. Incredible unit. What else more can you ask for? So realistically, in this team, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really hard hitting units. Janem Baby is going to hit relatively hard as well, however, the attack boost that he gets isn't really that noticeable when you compare it to these other units. Vegito has the highest potential damage in this team. Super Saiyan God Goku is very consistent, 75% attack boost. Ultimate Gohan 80% attack boost and can also stun. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken a 20,000 attack boost, absolutely crazy. LR androids a 15,000 attack boost, and you have Janem Baby. He gets a 5,000 attack and defensive boost. Obviously, Goku does get the 10,000 defensive boost. However, we are talking about the attack. And think about the androids. Farmable super attack to 20. The majority of the time, the thing that most people are going to be doing is feeding the first 9 to this unit and then Kaiing to 20, which is probably the easier option. Vegito, Kais, or if you're lucky enough to pull him another 9 times. Super Saiyan God Goku Kais, Ultimate Gohan Kais, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Kais. So really the only farmable one is what's his name? LR androids. And I honestly don't know what else to say. I wish I had this team on Japan. I know D3 can make this team. I think he almost has the LR android. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel. He has an insane Japanese JP account, and he has all the god leaders. That's all I'm going to say. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Dragon Ball content. If you think there are better options for a team on Japan, just let me know down below, because I know there are certain certain options that could potentially be better, but in my opinion this is definitely the best team that you can make on JP. But of course, don't forget to leave your opinions down below. This is the best team on global, full stop, but in the future it's definitely going to change up. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.